Hey everybody, this is Mr. AZ again, and today we're going to be learning about self-portraits. Self-portraits are a representation of an artist that is either drawn, painted, photographed, or sculpted by the same artist, often depicting the artist from a different span of viewpoints. Today, you're going to learn how to do it using a pencil, pen, paper, and possibly an eraser. So, firstly, what you're going to want to do is you're going to make a circle as best as you can. You don't need to make a perfect one, but try it a few times with a pencil or very lightly with a pen. Then you're going to draw the sides of the face with two straightish lines. And then you're going to trace the outline of your face. Make sure you have a mirror so that way you can consistently check and see what your face looks like in the mirror. You'll see me do it a few times throughout this video. Then what you're going to do is you're going to draw the eye line by drawing a line through the middle of the circle at the very edge and put a line in the middle. That's your line that's going to show you the middle of your face and where your nose bridge is going to go. Then draw in the top eye lines, 1, 2, just draw the top of your eyes, see, like that. And then after that we're going to draw the bottom of the eyes, because your eyes are usually almond shaped. So you can do a simple curved line on top and decently curved line at the bottom to make the shape of your eyes. And your nose is going to be about the level of the bottom of the circle, if not maybe a little bit lower on the page. It was still within the head shape. Then like a little bit beneath that you're going to draw the mouth. And make sure you keep looking at yourself in the mirror so that way you can get a good idea of where the parts of your face are. And if you don't feel confident in using a pen, then always feel free to use a pencil. That way you have time to erase. But if you make a mistake, sometimes it can be better to start over from the beginning. Here I am looking at myself in the mirror, make sure I kind of got my nose and the lips and eyes right. A good trick is to look at the overall shape of what your mouth looks like, and if anything you could always go in and draw the parting between your lips afterwards, because you can get a good idea of what the overall shape looks like. Here I traced out my face a bit so that way it looks a little bit more defined. My pen was a bit scratchy, so then once you draw the eyes and the nose in, you can draw in the pupils into the eye sockets, 1, 2. I like to just shade mine in and leave a little space for some light glare, but you can just draw the pupil in if you want, however you like. Then next you're going to do the eye sockets, so you're going to just do a curve right above where you put the eyes before, because everybody kind of has eye sockets, so that way your eyes peer out through, and that's where your eyelids kind of go. And you can do a decent amount of checks in the mirror to see look for yourself where all the parts of your face are. This exercise is really good to kind of get an understanding of what you look like. Although you're not going to get it 100% perfect. I mean, although it's possible. But, you know, it's a good idea to see how you look like in your own mind, you know. Next here I scribbled in the eyebrows, and they're going to go a little bit above where your eyelids are. of the ears go from the middle where your pupil are to the bottom of where your nose is. So they'll be about the same length. If you see my hand now, the bottom of the ears is where the bottom of the nose is, and the top of the ears is where the middle of where the pupil is. Next, you're going to draw in the hairlines. To take your time with that. Don't be afraid to take a couple more looks in the mirror just to try and get it right. Really look at the details of your head and face. My hair, I have like, I guess a mini afro, or at least a decent amount of hair on my head. So you didn't have to draw it too high, but do the best that you can. You're going to do a really tight, well, if your hair is dark anyway, or if you have thick hair, you're going to do tight coils as a way of shading in your hair. So you're going to just really scribble it really close together, so that way you get a really good dark shade. Next, you're going to draw on your neck. If you're male, you're going to want to draw your neck a bit thicker, so it should match the edges of your face. You see how, like, if you see to the left, the side of my face is about the same length as my neck. But if you're female, you might want to make it a little bit slimmer, because women tend to have slimmer necks than men. Then I drew the collar of my t-shirt. And it's a little hard to maneuver the mirror here. And at this part here is when I'm going to start shading underneath the eyes and the nose, and as well as part as underneath the neck. You want to try and shade in parts so that way you can make the picture look as real as possible. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and that you make sure to upload your self-portraits up to the Google Classroom so everyone can get a look at it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Later.